I'm inviting you to step into a season where everything shifts, where love, opportunity, and growth are accelerating faster than ever before. Listen, I want you to imagine a moment where every connection, every spark of inspiration, it feels divinely orchestrated. A moment where relationships ignite like summer fireworks, and it changes and sweeps into your life like a crisp fall breeze. Are y'all with me, right? So listen, last week's episode, we dove into the law of rhythm and relativity, and we learned that we all move through different seasons, and by stopping our resistance, somebody can put that in the comment section, resistance, right? We can start flowing from that present moment and choosing to be fully present. Say that with me. Fully present and enjoying every single moment. Listen, we explored winter, the season of rest and inner work, and spring, the season of growth and new beginnings. So today we are picking right up from where we left off, and we are talking about a divine season of expedited relationships and how that ties into our experience of summer, which is the season of abundance, expedited growth and expansion, and fall, the season of letting go and transition. What's good, Elevation Nation, and welcome to the Elevate It podcast, where it stands for inner tugging, that divine pull, that God pull within, where we empower emerging leaders in self-awareness and relationships and spiritual unfolding through inner work. I'm your host, Christian. Now let's go. If you've read our latest blog, this week's blog, you will know that each season mirrors a different stage in our relationships and our personal growth. And I truly believe that we are in a season of divine expedited relationships. All right. And so right now, relationships are blooming at an accelerated pace. And whether it's a new marriage or a deep life connection or an unexpected encounter that feels like divinely orchestrated, like the energy around us is unmistakable. Listen, many of you have experienced relationships where they didn't quite work out, yet every ending carries a powerful truth. And this truth is nothing is ever wasted. Listen to me. Each relationship, fleeting or long lasting, it teaches us something essential about what we truly desire, what serves us, and what we need to release. And I believe that in this season, some of you are feeling like asking that question, like, should I be feeling this way? Should I feel this in love this quick? Or maybe, the beliefs or culture around you saying, you need to go ahead and wait. You know that you gotta go through this way where you gotta date for this long, you need to be engaged for this long, then you go from there, so forth and so on. Listen, but the feelings you feel, that divine feeling within, is so strong with you and that partner. And so now you're realizing, like, what do I do? And sometimes some of you will even admit that you've had to experience, or you chose to experience, a level of self-sabotage. Not purposely, it's just your ego trying to protect you from the past pains and the past disappointments that you've dealt with. But I'm here to encourage you that I believe in this episode, I believe within this blog. If you didn't read it yet, you can go ahead and subscribe to our email list and you can be notified of them. You can go to our LinkedIn post. But I'm telling you, I believe this week, and with the release of our new book, The Pleasure Is All Mine, with or without a partner, We're going to make sure that we are in divine alignment and that we are continuing to unfold and develop and be who we are called and cultivated to be as we desire this, aligning with universal law, aligning with love, aligning with presence, beauty, joy, aligning with the things that we are seeing in our minds and that vibration in this time of acceleration. Are you with me? Then put a response in the comment section, all right? The struggle of yesterday, it has prepared us. It has prepared us. It has prepared us. It prepared you. Let's make this personal for the love and the intimacy that awaits. I'll pause on that one. A love that honors your divine essence. And today is about overcoming those external doubts and those inner fears and understanding how your summer and fall seasons in life are absolutely life-changing when it comes to your relationships. So let's go right into this and dig into summer, all right? So type summer into the comment section, all right? And as I said, summer is that season of abundance, right? Exponential growth, expedited growth, and expansion. If you're taking notes, that's a good thing to put down. So you'll notice in the summer, the world is vibrant. It's abundant. It's full of bloom. The season reflects those times in our lives where everything is just flowing and opportunities are opening. There's relationships that are thriving. It's that joy is in abundance. That love is in abundance. Can you smell the flowers in the air? Can you see the flow of the wind going back and forth? Can you just want to take out your camera or take out your phone and take the picture of seeing everything, all the beautiful colors, all light? Look, life is life and it's best. I mean, the weather shifts and it's just a flow where you just want to go ahead and spread your wings and soar. Come on, right? And so that's that place, and you're showing up and seeing those things. As a matter of fact, you're able to notice how this shows up in life because that momentum is high, right? The business is booming, the relationships are flourishing, finances are even going and flowing in a unique place, right? That creativity, that joy, that they're at their peak and you feel energized, productive, and expansive. Am I in your house? Am I in your life? All right. Then you can put something in the comment section and go ahead and let me know that you're there. If you're listening to us, then you can just say out loud, look, can't naturally hear you, but you've been being that same vibration to say, I'm with you, Christian, on that one, right? And the important thing for that is we want to know, how do we align? And I want to encourage you that you align by enjoying your harvest. And you celebrate your wins. And I mean, every moment of it, acknowledge your growth in that season, right? And you're in that place in a relationship where you're feeling in that season where it's just clicking right now. Don't think that something is going too good, something bad is going to happen. No. We're not on that vibration. That's a lower vibration. Let's stay aligned with the Christ mind. Let's stay aligned with the higher vibration, realizing that only good, great, and awesomeness flow to us and through us in this season. When you say, I don't have the traditional relationship where maybe I'm here and you're there and here and there. It's okay. What works for your house? What works for your relationship? What works for your desire? Where you are, speaking right to where you are. Look, the divine knows. It's not surprised by anything. And if there is that love connection, if there is that divine unity, if there is an agreement between you and your partner, then you got to understand. I'm inviting you to understand that it can work for you. It can definitely work for you. You'll hear me say this multiple times, but there is a 100% chance for success in your relationship as you are fully committed to one another and fully committed to the divine. And I use that interchangeably when I'm speaking of the divine, talking about God, source, love, beauty, all, okay? So you got to enjoy your harvest, whatever that harvest may look like, and stay in gratitude. Appreciation keeps abundance flowing. Are you with me? Share your blessings. That's another one. Give, and it shall be given to you. Collaborate. Lift up others. All right? This is not this season and time for you to be envious or jealous or like I've shared with you guys in the area of the comparison trap. Well, that relationship looks that particular way, but my relationship looks this way. It's okay. You're not them, and this is not that. So I encourage you to embrace this. If you're choosing this, choose to enjoy it. Choose to realize the things that are blooming, that you're coming out of that spring into that area of the summer, if that's where you feel that you are connected with. All right. And then there's maintaining that balance. So to avoid burnout by still honoring that rest in the midst of your success. So there's time where there's area of working and energy work that's taking place. And there's a place where there's a time and there's a season under the sun for everything. And so in that time, take that time too, even to enjoy the present of the season that you are in. Because sometimes we are just thinking about, okay, well, summer, well, then we know fall's coming. We know that winter's going to come. We know the springs. We're on the other side. What about enjoying the now? Even when you wake up in the morning, practice gratitude. Midday, practice gratitude, right? Something else had taken place. Practice that area of gratitude. Maintain that balance in there. And here's a good affirmation for you that I encourage you to go ahead and adopt. It says, I joyfully receive and share the abundance that flows effortlessly to me. Okay? I joyfully receive it. That's that area. That's the key there. That joyfully receive and share. All right. It's that giving and receiving. That's law in there, universal law, that giving and receiving. It works no matter what culture, no matter religion, no matter what, it works everywhere. That giving and receiving, that's communicating to the divine, it's communicating to God, it's communicating to the universe, that there's a giving and receiving, that you're not just going to, it doesn't just stop with you, but it comes to you and it operates through you, and everything is connected. So you are able to go ahead and see and experience that love and that joy and that peace. All right. We're talking about summer, the summer season. All right. Do you resonate with that? Let us know. All right. Now let's move on to fall. And fall is, let's see if you remember. You can put it in the comment section. What is fall? Fall is a season of letting go and transition. The season of letting go and transition. Can you see the tree in nature? It's that time of release, that time of transition, that time of preparation. That tree sheds their leaves and the air cools. Excuse me. And we too experience those moments where we let go, whether it's the relationship or the belief connected to the relationship or the career or the parts of ourselves that no longer serve us. Listen, if you've been with us for just a season, you'll realize that I've talked about coming through a season of releasing what no longer serves. Many of you know I had dreadlocks that 7 years I grew them. And in this season, starting off this year, I was in that season where it was fall. It was releasing what no longer served me. And so that was certain relationships, that were certain belief systems, that was in a symbolic level of my hair. And I can remember too, there were different things from the weight of the hair. Now I'll grow the locks back. It's my second time growing them. It doesn't mean that something that you cut off is permanently cut off and it never has to go back, but it can be a pivot that takes place where you're realizing I need to stay anchored in this place, but I'm also in another area where I now have to also realize that this is no longer serving me. And it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that it's not there. Maybe it's too heavy. Maybe it's weighted. Maybe you're in a different place, a different diet. Maybe there's a different area in this relationship where maybe we were together all the time, but now we have an area season where it's a separation where we are now in that place where we are shedding certain things. Again, that belief system, maybe you're realizing that in this culture, you believe this, but that wasn't the all truth. That was an area that protected us. It was this, it served well for what it was. But in this season, that no longer serves. So I'm going to go ahead and release that. All right. When I release it, it's that open hand. It's that area where it can go ahead and blow and do what it needs to do. And you release it, it can be good for somebody else. That's why I want to encourage you, never judge what somebody else's season or your season is going through, because you never know what season you're in. It's not necessarily that it's good or it's better or it's worse, but it's no longer serving at that time. And that's okay. All right. So let's take note on how it shows up in life. You feel that shift. All right. You feel that shift. Hold on real quick. Excuse me. Sinuses. Shift. You feel that shift where something is ending or evolving. And even if you're in a caterpillar season where you're realizing, okay, I've been crawling, but now it's an area being still, because I know that there's a beautiful butterfly and there's a liquefying that has to take place. And there's an area where it has to start being more solidified, because once I'm released out of this cocoon and I'm realizing that there's a shift, there's some areas that is ending, but there's something beautiful. There's some wings that are being beautified right now. And there's some wings that are getting their color and are getting their shape and are getting all that they need. And then when they come to start to spread, then they're able to go ahead and just go, just like even in the area of the eagle, and just glide on, go with the flow and not going against it. So I'm encouraging you in this season to not resist it, but just to go with it, right? Some aspects no longer feel aligned, and that is okay. Do not let anybody guilt you into staying, doing something else just because they love you, but they want you to stay there. They're nervous about it. And some people just do it through love. They don't understand that you're unfolding and going into a different level. Again, it's not better, it's not worse. It's just where you are. It's your isness. And so allow yourself to unfold. Allow yourself the act of letting go. Allow yourself to be able just to go ahead and flow. It might feel uncomfortable, but that's okay. There's a sense of transition and uncertainty or change that is present. It's okay. You get to align with it. And I mean that. And how do you align with it? You let go with trust. Let's go back to the trees. Just as the trees don't resist the shedding of their leaves, release what is complete in your life. I feel that. Breathe that in and release that. There's some things that are complete. I told you 7 years with my locks. And number 7 is completion. I'm in a new beginning. I'm in a new place. I also turned 40 this year, and that was symbolic of some powerful things as well. But release what's complete in your life. There's some things that are complete, and there's some things that are beginning. But if you don't release those things, then you could prevent what or hinder what is trying to unfold. Release the beauty as well. All right. And so a good affirmation for that is, I release with grace, knowing that every ending makes space for a new beginning. I'll say that again. I release with grace, knowing that every ending makes space for a new beginning. So what season are you in? Take a moment to evaluate that, to refine your path. I'll just give you a pause. I'm going to give you that pause right now. Just think about what season you're in at this moment in time. And if you haven't seen our last episode where we went over the other 2 seasons, then I encourage you to go back and watch that so that you have the fullness of this. But in the area of this relationship, in the area where you are, what season are you in? Sit with it. And remember too that I talked about how the book that we have coming out is The Pleasure Is All Mine, with or without a partner. And I want to encourage you there. I'm speaking to my singles right now, those who are not married. You can be engaged, you can be dating, and maybe you just have the desire to. Celebrate your summer season of singleness, because the pleasure has to know it as something that you have with God within you before you add anybody else to it. I don't believe that it's a 50-50 relationship. I believe it's a 100% relationship. I don't believe there's nothing missing, nothing lacking, nothing broken within you. So when you are going into a relationship, a romantic relationship, and you come into that place, then it's 100%. You both show up 100% who you are, fully divine, fully human, and you come together to co-create and co-connect with the creator and do life. And so you have to realize that there are relational needs, but the true pleasure and joy, you don't need permission to be in joy, and you don't need another person to be in joy. All right. I am gifted. I love the family that I have. I love my wife. You'll know that 17 years, we are celebrating 17 years of marriage that we are currently in, right? But there's a place too, and I learned this. We had learned this where I put some false expectations or pressures on Lanisha to go ahead and put on her for why I need to be happy or enjoy. But the truth of the matter is, if she has a great day, I can still have a great day. If she's not having a good day, I can still have a great day. If the kids are not having you can still, because it's the area of you being totally good and fine with who you are and what you have. You get to do life together as partners. Okay. And so the pleasure is all yours because you understand who you are and what you have. You understand what you bring to the table, but you also understand what you're already connected to. And so it becomes more electrifying, more fireworks going off when you come 100% to that area. So I want you to understand, I want you to remember, right, that you're preparing for new growth. And remember that fall leads to winter, which leads to rebirth in spring. And every ending is a new beginning in disguise. So let me leave you with this. I said to you that, we've been married, Lanisha and I've been married for 17 years. So after reflecting on our 17 years of marriage with my amazing wife, I'm here to tell you, and I shared this before, that there's a 100% chance for success in your relationship. So if you and your partner are both connected and committed to the divine, and I use that interchangeably for God and one another, it's going to be successful. You continually choose that. You said, all right, Christian, I hear that. That sounds good, but there has to be more. And there is, okay? There is. But it's about choosing, hear me when I say this. It's about choosing daily to love who your partner is becoming, not just who you were when you first got together. Is that good enough to be repeated? It's about choosing daily to love who your partner is becoming, not just who they were when you first got together. You've heard Lanisha and I talk about this. We've been coaching relationships, marriages and relationships since 2015. And I can't tell you how many times there's an issue because of something that happened yesterday or something that happened last year, or when we got together, or this changed, or the finances changed, or the love or intimacy had changed, all these things. But you're not, that was back then. Right. That's why I love staying in the present, because you realize that I'm not the same man that Lanisha married 17 years ago. Neither is she the same woman, and she shouldn't be, and neither should I. We are continuing to evolve, continuing to align with our higher mind, the Christ mind. We're continuing to live. There's natural things that happen, emotional things that happen. There's different shifts in our bodies and in our thought processes and family and so forth and so on. So give the grace and the space for the unfolding. Do not rob your partner from their unfolding. Be there to support, be there to love, be there to understand, and then allow them to return the favor with you. All right. That makes perfect sense to you. If you hear nothing else, hear me when I say, love who your partner is becoming. And also with that, love who you are becoming. Because you can't expect somebody else to love where you don't first love yourself. So that love from you, you are that vibrational match. That when you love yourself, other people will love it as well. All right. And if they choose not to, it ain't none of your business anyway. You don't have to worry about them being in your place and in your space. Okay. Is that good? Is that awesome? Amazing. So I am excited to announce again that our new book, The Pleasure Is All Mine, With or Without a Partner, drops this week. And you'll be able to get that on Amazon. And so this is right in line with everything that we've been discussing. And if you want to be notified as soon as it's available, come on, we're talking about hundreds of people going out there on Friday when we launch this and we send the email out, getting your book for yourself, getting the book for somebody else. And it's not just because I wrote it, but I truly believe that we are in this season of divine expedited relationships. And I looked around for books. I didn't see many. I'm not saying there's not, but this one, it's a fiction book, always rooted in the area of universal truth, as well as some metaphysical, some esoteric, some scriptural, spiritual, some things that are in there and meditative experiences that always pull you in to align with your higher mind. It's not just about what my characters say or what I've said. It's about your moments with the divine that you get from these books. Okay. And so I'm inviting you to head on over to my website at IamChristianFJohnson.com and click on join my email list. And we will let you know on Friday when the book is available. The link is in the profile. As always, Elevation Nation, thank you for tuning in and elevating with us. May good, great, and awesomeness continue to flow to you and through you all week long. Blessings.